Hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today we are discovering Arbonne yet again. We have an Arbonne leader on our hands who is trying to recruit more people onto her ever-growing pyramid.
Feels like that deserved an audible gasp.
I mean, team. And we're gonna get right the f into it, but first, we need the disclaimer. Now, really quickly, if you're not familiar with Arbonne, they are another MLM, multi-level marketing company, network marketing company, social selling company. Some would even refer to them as a pyramid scheme. And their primary product of focus that they put in front of their recruitment business model is health and wellness, of course. Skincare, greens, biz sticks. Those are the things that they focus on aside from recruiting and growing their team, which is what this individual is doing right here in this opportunity/discovery call.
Oh, brother, here we go again.
All right. Hey, everybody. My name is Ashley Stone, and I am an independent consultant and vice president with Arbonne. And I am so excited to come on tonight and just share a little bit about this incredible company and this awesome opportunity with you. And if you are watching the recording or if you're on live with us, thank you for taking a few minutes out of your busy schedule to just learn a little bit about this. Whoever invited you to watch this recording or to jump on this call, obviously thanks a lot of you, because the great thing about what we do is that we get to choose who we work with. Unlike the corporate world, when sometimes you don't get to choose who your coworkers are, in Arbonne, we get to choose who we ask to join our team.
But at the same time, it's also your own business, so you're not technically working with anybody. And also, are you really that choosy about who you ask? I'm highly doubtful that that is the case, because as we all know, in the multi-level marketing industry, you need more people on your team to make more profit. From what I've seen in all of the MLM companies in the world that I have observed, they don't give a who you are. If you have money and are able to sign up for Arbonne, they're going to target you.
And we wouldn't ask you if we didn't like you and see potential in you. So I just want to say that I hope that you will find it as a compliment if you have been asked to take a look at this business, that the person that asked you really sees something within you and sees some greatness. So if nothing else, we thank you for being on to and having an open heart. I actually have been with this company. Going into 2025 will be my 20th year. So in May, it will be 20 years that I've been with this incredible company. And I can honestly say it has absolutely changed my life. And I'm going to share a little bit as we go along, but it's been very life-changing for me. And I hope that if nothing else, you might know somebody that this could be life-changing for as you listen along about what this company is all about.
But I thought you wanted to pick and choose who you're working with. The person on this call, you want them to tell the other people to come work with you, even though you're not picking them. These people literally don't hear themselves. They contradict themselves so many times when they do these stupid opportunity calls. Sorry, not sorry.
I actually was 21 years old when I was introduced to Arbonne, and I was not looking for anything else to do. I'm a Kentucky girl, so I got married young. So I was already married at the age of 21. And so I was maybe in a little bit of a different position in that I had a mortgage and a car payment and all of those things at 21 years old. And so when my friend Cindy started telling me about this company, my first reaction was, no. Don't want to hear about that. In fact, I remember complaining to a friend of mine that I had to go to the presentation that my mom actually was hosting for Cindy. It was like a little get together at my mom's house that my mom offered to get some friends together for Cindy. And my mom invited me to come. And I remember being like, I don't want to go to that. I hate those kinds of things. Why would I want to spend, $30 on a lotion when I can go to Walgreens and get one for 99 cents? Like, these are actual things that came out of my mouth.
Smart. Very smart.
So what the hell happened?
And I went that night not interested in hearing really even about the products. And I always say I'm so glad that I have a pushy mother who made me come that night, because it's absolutely changed my life.
Oh my God. Her mother got her into this by pushing her to come to an Arbonne party. I pray for her children. If she has any currently, if she has any down the line, I don't know, but I really hope that she is not going to do the same thing to her children. These MLMs are not going to be around much longer. Are we not seeing the trend here of the MLM starting to flip to affiliate models and lowering their commission percentages? Are we really that blind? Don't trap your kids in the MLM world. It's not going to end well for them, please.
It was so different than what I was expecting. I learned about ingredients, which we're going to talk about tonight. But more than that, I learned that there was a way that I could change my family's financial future. And I'm so glad that I said yes that night. In fact, I walked right up to my friend Cindy and said, I'm going to sign up and do this with you, because I saw immediately that there was huge potential in this, and I wanted to be a part of it. And I'm so, so glad that I did. Now I'm a mom of 5 children, all under the age of 9. And so life is really chaotic. And I
5 kids under the age of 9. How many of them is she going to try to get into this MLM when they are 18? If this MLM is even still around, which is, from what it looks like, not looking very likely. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
truly don't know anything else that I could do. And still be a present mom and still make the kind of income that I'm able to make. As we go about tonight, I'm going to reference the company, the compensation plan, a little bit about us as a whole. And if you ever want to find out, what is typical and what's possible, you can go to earnings.arbonne.com and see all of the numbers.
Spoiler alert!
It's not good.
But I'm going to share with you tonight what's possible. And that is what really caught my attention. So I'm going to screen share here a little bit so that we can stay on track. And I want to share with you that, this question was asked of me almost 20 years ago. And I really believe that it's what made me stop and pause and think. Cindy asked me, if you keep doing what you're doing, where will you be in 5 years?
Oh, so she asked you to look into your fucking crystal ball. This past year, I learned that you making a 5-year plan, and maybe I'm just jaded right now, but you making a 5-year plan is a waste of your time.
Wow, jaded and hot.
Maybe having an idea of what you might want 5 years down the road. Making an actual plan, sitting down and taking the time to make an actual plan for 5 to 10 years of step-by-step things that you're going to do from now to then is a fucking waste of time, because I promise you the universe or God or whatever higher power you believe in is going to say, that's not what's happening, girlfriend. We're going to switch this up for you. But anyway, I digress. You cannot ask somebody who is about to join Arbonne where they see themselves in 5 years, because it's a fucking fantasy is what it is. Sorry, I am in a mood today. Let's carry on.
Doing customer sales or customer service and did a little bit of sales. I liked working for my family, but it wasn't anything that made me excited to jump up in the morning and get to, fight through a commute to get there at 8 a.m., stay under a fluorescent light till 5 p.m.
Fluorescent lights and forceps.
Oh my.
It wasn't anything that I was super excited about.
Welcome to the real world. Show of hands, how many people get really excited and just jump out of bed in the morning when their alarm goes off and they have to go to work? Majority of people do not want to go to work in the morning. That's just the way of life, unfortunately, especially in America. I am going to be a little bit more sassy, I guess is the word, or bitchy, whichever way you want to put it.
You said it, not me.
And again, I apologize. My mouth and my actions have no filter when I'm in this kind of mood. So at least it's entertaining.
I knew when she asked me that question that if I didn't make any changes to what I was currently doing, nothing was going to change 5 years down the road. And when I really began to think about it, I realized that I wanted things to change. I didn't want to be in the same place. I remember we had just gotten married and we got some wedding money and we were so excited. We thought we were going to take this like amazing vacation. And we got one tax bill in the mail that wiped out our savings account. And so she also asked that night, how long could you survive on your savings if something were to happen to your main source of income? Now, I want to ask that question to all of you tonight because for me, I knew we couldn't survive very long at all because we didn't have a savings. It had just been wiped out.
That's all great and fine. And if you want to have a savings to live off of, that's probably a good idea. But Arbonne is not going to be the vehicle that gets you there. If anything, joining an MLM is going to drain your savings quicker because you're going to spend more and more trying to stay active and promote yourself and market yourself and get in front of more people that you want to recruit to your team so that you can make more money.
And so I thought, what if something were to happen to my husband's job? What if something were to happen to my job? Were we prepared for the future? And I realized that I needed to make a change, but I didn't know what to do. I didn't have a college degree. I didn't have a lot of money. I didn't have a large network. But I did have this opportunity that was placed in front of me, and I knew that I could pick it up and I could work hard and make things happen. So what about you? What if you had an extra $1,000 or more a month? Like, what would you do with that kind of money? $1,000, maybe you could, pay off some credit card debt. Maybe you could go on a vacation. Maybe you could put your kids in the school that you want to put them in. But there's so much more than $1,000, honestly. When I first started, I could only see the small scale, but what if you could do even more than that?
What if, what if, what if? I love that you're giving these people hope that they can bring in an extra $1,000 by just joining your team. That's not the case. We all know that. The other part is getting on here on this call and selling these people this dream without giving them the steps they're going to have to take to get to that $1,000 is such horseshit. You have to give these people a clear picture of what they're getting themselves into. You're selling them hype. There is likely going to be nothing on this call. We are already 7 minutes in. There's about 20 minutes left and I can see her slides. We can see her slides here on the screen. There's likely going to be nothing telling you what you need to do to get to that $1,000 a month until they already have your money and have you on their team. Then they're going to give you the actual information that's going to blow your fucking mind because you're going to then realize, oh, I'm I just threw my money away and get out then. Hopefully, at least. Anyway, let's see if she gives them the steps.
What if you could be your own boss? Most people, when surveyed, would like to be their own boss and have control of their own life.
When surveyed, yeah, I'm sure that's the case. Also, are those people working traditional jobs? I'm sure they are, because if they weren't, they would likely be their boss already. But anyway, when I was working a traditional job, if you came to me and said,
do you want to be your own boss?
Of course I'm going to say yes. I had no idea what that looked like. I now know what that looks like. And it is the same amount of struggle, but on a different level, because you have to have the motivation, the drive, the discipline. You have to have all of these things that I have none of, and a lot of people have none of, or limited amounts of, to make sure that you stay on track and get your shit done and do all of these things to reach a level of success that brings you $1,000 a month. Being your own boss is not all it's cracked up to be unless you're not your own boss and you're dreaming about being your own boss. So again, she's sitting here selling these people a dream, in my opinion.
But maybe just don't feel like they're in a position to do that. What if you could improve your health and help others change their lives? To me, that's the greatest thing about this, is that it's not only impacted my life, but I've been able to impact thousands of lives, as so many others on the call have, through this incredible company and through our products. We have been around since 1980. This year, we will celebrate our 45th anniversary as a company. We are one of a few legacy companies within our industry, and we are so proud of our heritage because we really did pave the way for clean products within the industry. We have cutting edge research and development, a Swiss heritage, but it still feels very much like a ground floor opportunity, even though we've been around for 45 years, because I meet people every day who have never heard about Arbonne.
Thankfully. I hope there are more and more people who have never heard about Arbonne until it fades out completely.
Or would it not indeed be glorious?
We are going to continue to globally expand. Right now, we're in Canada, UK, Australia, Poland, New Zealand, and we are going to continue to expand beyond that, which is very exciting. And we're a certified B Corporation company, which just basically means that we have to meet a lot of very strict standards to making sure everything is ethically sourced and is made in a clean way.
There are many other companies that are not MLMs that are certified B corporations that I would recommend supporting aside from an MLM like Arbonne, please. And thank you.
So when it comes to the products, our products stand for themselves. They're absolutely incredible. Did you know that over in Europe, they've actually banned over 1,200 chemicals?
Yeah, we know because y'all keep telling us. All of the people that are in a health and wellness MLM tells you that fact. Every single person will tell you that fact because they're going to then follow that up with,
our products don't contain any of those ingredients that Europe has banned.
great, good for you, congratulations. What the
From use in personal care products. But here in the US, they've banned only about 20. Guys, is that not insane? Only 20 chemicals have been banned from use in personal care products, which means that it's a wild, wild west when it comes to what you're putting on your skin every day, putting on your baby's skin, and taking into our bodies. Arbonne has gone above and beyond even the European Union, and we've banned over 2,000 harmful ingredients from use in our products, and we're super proud of that. All of the products are plant-based. They don't have any mineral oil. They're pH correct, hypoallergenic, no artificial sugars or sweeteners, gluten-free, non-GMO, kosher, vegan certified, cruelty-free, no animal products, byproducts. We don't test on animals, never have, never will. No parabens or phthalates, no artificial dyes or chemical fragrances. We are clean, conscious, connected. We have a little bit of everything. So we have incredible skincare. That's what Arbonne was kind of built upon. That actually gets results, and you see amazing. We have clinical trials to back up our products. We have an amazing weight management and nutrition products, personal care, baby care, spa products, cosmetics. And get this, we have a 90-day money-back guarantee on all of our products, which is really unheard of.
I will say one thing, at least she's talking about the products. A lot of times on these MLM opportunity calls, you don't even hear them touch on the products because they're so focused on getting people to join their team, even though that's not their main goal.
But that's how confident we are in our products. Guys, you could probably right now go around your house with a laundry basket and fill it with products that could be replaced with Arbonne.
Actually, I think I'm going to pass.
We simply teach people how to use what they're already using, but switch it and swap it for a product that is cleaner and more effective.
But way more expensive. The price comparison, let's go on their website and take a look, see, shall we? Their protein alone is $94 if you're not a preferred customer. And if you're a preferred customer, oh, you get a good deal at $75. That's a 30-day supply. What the are they on?
But wait, there's more.
Their Derm Results Advanced Gel Cleanser for your face is $52 if you're not a preferred customer. $41.60 if you're a preferred customer. I know that people go to Sephora and Ulta and all of those places to get their face wash. I'm not one of those people. I go to Target and I use things from Target, and I usually pay no more than $8 max for my face wash. $52 fucking dollars? Something's wrong with the world, I think.
You can say that again.
Something's very wrong. But anyway, my point is, you're trying to convince people to switch out all of their products for these Arbonne products. That's not feasible for most people, especially right now with this economy. And it's not just in America, from what I understand. It's going to be difficult to switch all of your household and personal care products to a company like Arbonne when they are having to mark up their prices so much from the original price so they can pay out all of their distributors and the distributors' bonuses and all of those things. The products that they're selling, if they were on a regular big box store shelf, in my opinion, from what I've researched and from what I've seen, would likely be closer to a $10 or $20 price point because of the markup that they have to put on these products to pay all of their actual employees and then the consultants that are also pulling money from these sales. So the likelihood of anybody being able to, again, switch all of their products over to these products is going to cost them an arm and a leg.
My lip enhancers! Where are my lip enhancers?
Because the reality of the situation is these products are not affordable for many people right now.
It's that simple. This is my most favorite part that I want to share with you, and it is the business opportunity. Honestly, I did not know much about network marketing or social marketing before getting involved with this company, other than the fact that my mom had been involved with the industry when I was a kid and had done very well. So I knew that there was money to be made. The fact of the matter is that network marketing is over 100 years old. It's an industry that has been around for a long time, and it was an industry that was way ahead of its time. Because, most of us, even 10, 15 years ago, mainly only understood traditional retail, right? We knew that if we went to a store like Target, that first of all, that product came from a manufacturer, then it went to a wholesaler, then it went to a warehouse, then an advertiser stepped in, they sold it to Target, and then we bought the product. All of those people were paid along the way. And did you know that almost 80% of all money that goes into a product goes into the advertising for it? That's the normal markup, because they have to advertise to get the word out and to sell it to these customers. With network marketing or social marketing, it's exactly the opposite. They cut out the middleman. And so the products come directly from a manufacturer through an independent consultant to the consumer.
Ma'am, are you not fucking hearing yourself?
You can't really believe what you're saying.
I'm gonna fact check her because none of that feels right. I'm not too sure where she's getting all of these steps from because it just doesn't sound right. It doesn't sound logical. Why would it go through manufacturer, wholesaler, warehouser? Why are the advertisers getting custody of these products? Why? They wouldn't. Advertisers don't hold the products, warehouses do. Just because the manufacturer of Arbonne is Arbonne doesn't mean that there's no more steps. Arbonne independent consultants are not holding the product. The warehouse is holding the product. So it's still coming from the fucking warehouse. Now let me show you what AI said, because I love AI, because it summarizes the things that are on the internet. And I did research Target and other stores also as far as their chain of custody for products and how they acquire products. And this AI overview does give a very good summary of it. So that's what I'm going to use. I asked it, what is the chain of custody for retail products? And it says a chain of custody for retail products refers to the documented record of every person or entity that handles a product, from its raw material source through production, distribution, and finally the retail store. Those things still have to happen in order for an Arbonne product to get out. So the only step that is not occurring is the product going into a retail store. That's the only thing that's not occurring. You, the customer, the consultant, you're doing the advertising for them and you're paying them so you can do the advertising for them. How does that feel? The Target people who are doing the advertising for Target are getting paid to advertise for Target. And they don't have to recruit people to their advertising team unless, of course, that is their paid position in the corporation. But go ahead and tell us how your chain of custody is so fucking different from Target.
And actually, our products ship directly to our customers, so that we don't even have to touch the products along the way, but we're able to be consultants for them and helping them to advise. Now, we love to buy online. I don't know about you. Probably if I said, did anybody buy anything online today? Most of us would raise our hands. Most people buy something online every day. I know I do. And I love to shop online. I don't even go to the grocery store anymore. I order my groceries online and either have them delivered or I pull up and they put them in the trunk of my car, right? So most of us are not going in traditional stores. The younger generations don't even know what a shopping mall is because they never experienced going in and shopping at the mall and going to the food court and all of those things that I'm showing my age that we experienced because we all just shop online, right? But here's the difference with if I go to Amazon, if I go to some of these online stores, there's no person.
Oh, thank God.
Have you ever tried to get in touch with a person over an issue that you've had buying something from Amazon? Or have you ever ordered DoorDash and your food came wrong and you try to contact somebody to tell them? It's impossible. You can't do that.
Here's the thing with millennials, which I'm pretty sure this individual is. We don't like talking to people. I like going on DoorDash and being able to just be like, hey, my order was fucked up. Here's a picture. Here's what I was missing. And they give me my money back. I never had to talk to a person. I'm okay with not talking to a person. Most millennials are. And that is a generation that is doing a lot of purchasing these days. More than we should probably. So this is no longer a perk.
So the amazing thing with network marketing is that you get a consultant that actually can share with you about the products. They can consult with you about what you need, and they are there for your customer service. But beyond that, The amazing thing about network marketing is the ability to build a network. The richest people in the world build networks. And I want you to think about the different businesses that are out there and the companies, and it all comes down to networking and building a network along the way. When it comes to Arbonne, the reason that we stand above, in my opinion, any other company out there is that we meet 4 key factors for success. If you're going to get involved with a company, you need to make sure that number 1, it has a consumable product. I can't stress this enough. I love clothing, I love cookware, I love all of those things. But there's only so many items that any one person is going to buy of a company. Once you have a baking pan, you're not going to buy that same baking pan over and over again, right? Once you have a pair of earrings, you're not going to buy that same pair of earrings over and over. However, when people run out of their face wash or their protein shake or their energy fizz sticks, they are going to want more. And it becomes a repeat residual income. I have people that I met almost 20 years ago that I have not seen in almost 20 years, physically face to face, who have continued to use the same product over and over and over again for almost 20 years.
But ma'am, you were just bragging about how amazing it is that you have a independent consultant to check in on you and make sure everything's good and check on your products. You haven't talked to these people in 20 years. So you just debunked that theory. What dimension does this woman live in?
Now I want you to think about that. I sell a shampoo to somebody almost 20 years ago, and they keep using that same product. Even one product, think about the amount of commissions that I've gotten on that in almost 20 years. That's a true residual income.
I don't think that means what you think it means.
Well, she just showed her true colors that she, again, like almost all of the other MLM consultants we've reacted to, has no idea how to run a business, because residual income is not what she means. What she actually means is passive income. Here's a comparison of passive income versus residual income, according to Investopedia. Passive income earned in various ways, like renting out your home on a home sharing app or selling crafts online. Money earned from an enterprise with little or no ongoing effort involved, but most likely the upfront investment of a passive income stream takes time and money. Versus a residual income. Residual income is a calculation that determines how much discretionary money is available after financial obligations are met. So that is definitely not what you meant. It's used to help figure out the credit worthiness of a potential borrower. It can be used to support a passive income earning endeavor. Residual income can be passive, but passive income isn't always residual. What she's speaking of is not residual income at all. It's passive income. These people are continuing to order from her online. That's passive. And if you're on a business opportunity call and the person doesn't even know the business terms that they should know, that should be a major red flag to exit the fucking call and run fast.
Marketplace demand. Is there a demand for your product? Well, absolutely. People demand healthy products now. Arbonne was just ahead of its time. But people demand healthier products. They want health and wellness. They want to feel better, and they want it to be convenient, to taste great, and to actually work. The timing and trends are all in line with what Arbonne offers. People, the health and wellness industry is at $1 trillion, it's over $1 trillion industry. So is e-commerce. People love to shop online, and people want to work from their cell phones, from home. They want the flexibility. Most of the younger generations in particular do not want to go and work an 8-to-5 job anymore. They want that flexibility and that freedom that comes with being an entrepreneur.
This isn't being an entrepreneur. You didn't do anything but hand over money to start a team of your own. You did not build this business. You did not build the products. This is not your business, so you are not an entrepreneur. Unless, of course, you do have another business that is not an MLM.
However, a lot of people can't afford to be an entrepreneur in a traditional sense. This allows you to leverage your time. This is what I really hope you'll lean in and listen a little bit about.
Traditional or non-traditional, again, this is not being an entrepreneur.
When you go and you work a traditional job and you work 8 hours, you get paid 8 hours, right? If money is tight and you decide to take on a second job, you might put in 4 hours on a part-time job and you get paid 4 hours for that job. What if instead of getting paid for the hours that you worked, you were able to build a network that you were able to be paid upon the entire network and the sales that it brought in? What does that mean? It means that as a mom with 5 children, if I could clone myself and have 5 of me, things would be so much easier, right? I could get a whole lot more done. That's how our business works. I can actually teach and train others to do what I do. I can mentor them along the way, show them what I've done to be successful, and I can actually build a network all around the world and get paid on the sales of the entire network that I build. That is time leveraging.
Is that time leveraging or is that a pyramid scheme? I'm not clear.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Until you build something that you can step away from and continue to get a paycheck, you really haven't leveraged your time. What do I mean by that? I mean that you can build this in a big way. And so if a kid gets sick, if something happens, an emergency in your life, and you're not working that day, if you've built a network, if you've leveraged your time, your business continues to pay. Think about what you have in your life that offers that same return. The way that we make money is all based on sales in this company, which is really unique. We don't have to have any certain number of people signed up underneath us. It's all just based on sales. And the amazing thing is that we have an incredibly generous compensation plan.
You don't have to have anybody underneath you if you don't want to. You can just base it on sales through that affiliate option in Arbonne. But what she's talking about is having a team under you so you can make money off of that team. She's not talking about the affiliate part. Let's just make that clear.
That has so many perks along the way. There's only 4 levels of income within this business. And the first level is district manager. If I'm being honest, when I first saw this, that's all I could see was the district manager level. I thought, if I could make $300 to $1,900 a month, that would be amazing. Like an extra $1,000 a month was what I first had my sights on. I thought that would really be incredible to help, put some money back in savings, maybe go on a vacation here and there. But very quickly, I learned that if I became a district manager and then I just taught a few other people to also make $1,000 a month, I became an area manager. Area manager is when things really, my eyes opened to the possibilities. You at this level can make about $1,500 to $5,000 a month, and your business becomes willable. Do you have an asset right now that if God forbid something were to happen to you, you could will to your family that would be a continuous paycheck monthly?
Oh my God.
Y'all are f***ing joking, right? This isn't real life. This cannot be real life. If my grandma left me her Mary Kay MLM business, do you think I'm gonna hop on that bandwagon and be like,
Let me follow up with all our customers and see if they need a facial.
what?
Before Arbonne, we have might have some assets like your house or real estate or things, but most people that have a traditional job, if something were to happen, that paycheck stops immediately for your family. Now, if something were to happen to me, my family will not stop getting my paycheck from Arbonne. As long as the last person on my team somewhere anywhere in the world orders their very last box of fizz sticks, my family will continue to get that paycheck.
This is delusional.
The likelihood of anyone who joins Arbonne now getting that amount of team members under them to be able to will it to their children is so unlikely. And again, that FDA article is always listed in my description to prove that very fact.
That to me is worth building this over and over again, is to have it's just an incredible perk. We're one of very few companies that offer that. I also want to pause and say, many people today are getting involved with real estate, which I think is an incredibly smart investment. My family has a real estate background, and Airbnbs, right? How many people do you know that are getting involved with Airbnbs and rentals and things? I think it's very smart. My husband and I are venturing into that a little bit as well. But here's one thing I learned about that. Do you know that if you had a $500,000 asset, okay, a property worth $500,000, and you were to rent it out and you had a really good return on your rental property, and you had enough renters to occupy it, 48% of the time, which is actually a high rate of occupancy within the rental world. Do you know, after expenses, about how much money you would walk away with in a year's time? On average, about $20,000 to $25,000.
Which is way more than you will likely make in Arbonne. Let's pull up their income disclosure statement. Alrighty, so here we have the 2023 income disclosure statement from Arbonne, because the 2024 one is not out yet. It is January 2025, so those have not come out yet. But looking at this income statement, the majority of people in 2023 were consultants. The median annual income was $77. The average annual earning was $188. 90th percentile, $522. That is the majority of people. Now, the second highest, which is 10.4% of people that are managers, consultants, whatever they are in Arbonne, are at the district manager level, and the median annual earning for that is $2,232. The average annual earning is $2,779, and at the 90th percentile, they are only making $5,519 annually. These numbers are all before taxes. The most that somebody is making is $344,582. That is 0.4% of independent consultants in Arbonne that are national vice presidents. So if you are trying to sell this to somebody who actually does research and looks up the income disclosure statement, it's not going to end well for you. You might as well just spend the time, money, and effort working on renting out a room or a house that you have or something like that. If you're wanting to get into the rental industry like she's talking about, you're likely going to make way more than you would in Arbonne. But go off, queen.
Now, that's not chump change, right? That's incredible. But I want you to look at that area manager number right there, that you can make $1,500 to $5,000 a month, maybe putting in 10, 15 hours a week within Arbonne with zero money upfront. That would be equal to having about a $500,000 property that you're able to rent out. Pretty incredible, right? Not everybody has the ability to have a $500,000 property that they can rent out, but everyone has the ability to grow a business and share these products with others and get to that level. The next level, regional vice president, you can make about $6,000 to $13,000 a month. When I got to this level, it actually replaced my corporate income. It was a huge deal for me, and we were able to pay all of our bills with my Arbonne check. And not only that, but for the past decade, Arbonne has paid for my family to drive a white Mercedes-Benz. So every month we get a cash bonus of $800 a month as a regional vice president that you can put towards a white Mercedes-Benz. Or if you don't want the white Mercedes, you can take a little bit lesser of a bonus and just take the cash.
I feel like we're forgetting one tiny detail.
The thing she's not going to tell you is that if you don't hit your numbers for a month in most MLM car programs, I don't know if they changed it in Arbonne, but the last time I looked, if you don't hit your numbers that month, you're not getting that money. And that lease or loan is not in Arbonne's name. That's in your name. It goes on your credit, not Arbonne's. So if you don't hit your numbers for that 1 month, you better hope and pray that you have that $800 to pay your fucking car payment.
Our founder, Peter Mork, chose white Mercedes because they were one of the safest cars on the road, and the white stood for the clean products that Arbonne had to offer. The next level is the top level of company national vice president, and the average income is about $22,000 a month. And I want you to notice the plus, 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 plus next to that. That means there's no ceiling. That means there's no lid on the income opportunity and how much you can make. You want to make more money, you can continue to grow your network. There's no cap on how much money you can make. You get $1,000 a month towards your car. And this is, when we say this is really can become world changing for a lot of people. There's also trips and travel and jewelry that you can earn. Myself and so many others on this call have earned so many incentive trips that have been really incredible and recognition. But I just want to just stop by saying that there's a couple ways that you can get involved with Arbonne. You can shop the products at retail. We don't recommend that, but we do have a 90-day money-back guarantee. We have an incredible preferred client program where you can save 20 to 30% off the products if you just want to shop at a discount and get a really great discount on the products. But you can actually start a business for $65. Now, I don't know if there's any business owners on this call tonight, but my family is are traditional entrepreneurs, and I know a lot of other business owners. And trust me, they're spending on average up to $60,000, sometimes hundreds of thousands of dollars to start a traditional business with very high risk. The average business owner won't make any money their first 5 years in business, if they make money at all, and if they make it past that 5-year mark. guys, I knew that at 21 years old, I didn't have the money to take a risk. I didn't have the time to take a risk, but I knew that I could do this. I knew that I could work this alongside my job until I built it up. And I knew that I wanted a different future. I didn't want to work for somebody else.
I went over this in a previous video. The statistics of success in starting your own legitimate actual business compared to the statistics of success in an MLM are incomparable. Believe it or not, you are way more likely to actually succeed in starting your own business, whether it's online, whether it's in person, whether it's brick and mortar, whatever it is, than you are in an MLM. And I compared those in a recent video. But even if you just look up and compare to the income disclosure statement, the success in owning your own business, it's not comparable. They need to stop comparing it to that because it just doesn't even make any sense. It's hurting their case if somebody is going to research those facts and fact check them before handing over their hard-earned cash in hopes that they might make $1,000 a month.
Learned very early on in my life that I don't do well with a boss. And I don't like being told what to do. And so I learned that I don't like being at work at 8 a.m. Anybody that knows me knows I am not a morning person. And I was always getting in trouble for showing up late because I don't want to be there. I didn't like the concept of having to ask somebody if I could go eat lunch. You know, all of those things that go along with traditional business. And I'm not knocking that because I know that some people have incredible things that they're so passionate about. And if you love what you do, then you're really ahead of the game. But for those who don't, maybe you want a little bit more, or maybe you want to just create some income for your family that can be a willable asset moving forward. Maybe you're just a smart and savvy business person who likes to diversify their income, and you want to look and see how you can diversify your network to start bringing in some residual income. Whatever the case may be, we hope that you'll take a look at this. And
again, it's not residual income. Ma'am, stop talking. This is not going well for you.
And maybe it might change your life like it's changed mine and so many others on this call. We're so excited to get to share this with you, and we hope that you'll take a look. Arbonne is just getting started. We're a 45-year-old company, but oh my goodness, hold on to your hats because 2025 is going to we're going to experience massive growth as a company. We're in the right time at the right place, and I'm really excited for what's coming and where we're going. So we would love you to be a part of this team. We link arms with you. We share what we're doing. We teach and train you along the way. We have an incredible culture of people who want you to succeed. We succeed by helping other people succeed. So if you're looking to be a part of an incredible community of people who support one another, who cheer each other on, and who really do link arms to help you find success in whatever it is that you want to get out of this, you've come to the right place. Get with the consultant who invited you on this call tonight and ask your questions. Ask how this fits into your life. And what I'd love you to do, if you'll humor me, is when you go to bed tonight, I want you to think about, what do you really want out of life? You know, if time and money were not an issue in your life, what would the next 5-10 years look like? If you could really spend your days the way that you want to spend your days, who would you be around? What would you be doing with your time? And is what you're doing now getting you closer to that goal or taking you further away from it? If you don't like the answer to that, you know, maybe it's time for a change, and maybe this just might be the vehicle to help you to get there.
Ma'am, respectfully, this is bullshit. She doesn't even know what she's talking about. Some of the things she said were so out of pocket that I don't know how anybody would sign up under her. But okay, we're selling hopes and dreams because that's the world we live in. Anyway, I promised at least 2 TikTok hates your bullshit because I forgot it last time. So it is time for our palate cleanser. TikTok hates your bullshit.
We're experiencing technical difficulties.
So before I found our TikToks for today, and right after I said TikTok hates your bullshit, I had to go pick up my son. And in that time, I had to stop the recording, obviously, right? Well, I never hit record on my audio. So we are getting camera audio for the TikTok hates your bullshit. I apologize. It won't happen again.
Mom, my belly is rumbling. I hunger, Mother. I hunger.
Those eyes. He hunger. This next one is equally as adorable.
All right, tell your joke.
Why are you singing so funny?
Why?
Because...
How
Cute. I can't even take it. Okay, we have one more. I promised 3. This is another dog one, and it's a pity. It is a pit bull, and he's adorable. I'm warning you.
And so I know you can bark. Come on, do it. Speak. Yeah, that was close enough.
Love him so much. And actually, at the time that this is public to everybody, I think TikTok is gone for us here in America, at least. We'll see. But anyway, thanks for hanging out with me while I talk a bunch of shit, and I will see you in the next one.
Someplace I could hide away. I feel like blessing my ride today. I feel like blessing my ride today.